Good morning, Internet. We are back. I have collected a whole bunch of wood and obviously a decent amount of stone, cobblestone, and I've even smelted up some glass. And I have done all of this to get started on an abode. This won't be my final base for sure, but it's definitely going to be more, it's going to be a lot bigger than that house for sure, because I need somewhere to live longer term while I really set up my world before I really start working on my base. To be honest with you, this tree is kind of bothering me, so the first thing we're going to do is take it down. Alright, common misconception. People think that naturally letting these leaves decay will drop more items, but that's just completely false. It's the same drop rate if you break it with your fist versus if it just naturally decays. And actually, because I have a Fortune 3 hoe, it's dropping a lot more than it would if it just naturally decayed. I hope I have enough items to make this house. So the first thing I want to do is set up the foundation. I think it's going to be right here. I'm just going to start. And I already have an image in my mind of how I want to block it out. Kind of like this. Front entrance right here. I guess actually it'd be down here. So I'm basically building it the same way if you guys remember, there were Minecraft handbooks like a decade ago that came out, and a lot of the building techniques are like very outdated, but I basically want to build this house in the same style as one of their houses that they built in the handbook. It's probably the most iconic structure that they gave a tutorial for. Yeah, I think that's probably big enough. It'll be like double layered or even triple layered. This is why I wanted to get all my my tools and armor before I built this house. Look how much easier it is to build and gather the resources and whatnot. This whole area is actually going to be a basement, so I'm going to need to clear this out anyway, so that's probably what I should do next. It's also starting to occur to me that I might have more space than I need. I might have made this too large for what I need, but, you know, what is a good rich person if not taking up valuable resources that they don't need to take up? Alright, I'm definitely not going to have enough stone brick. Well, actually, maybe, probably not. Probably not. So I'm going to dig into this and just gather a bunch of stone, because in the olden days, you used to just gather a bunch of stone from strip mining, but that's not diamond level anymore. Diamond level is now where the deep slate is. So nowadays, if you want to get stone, you usually have to be more intentional about gathering it. So the biggest reason why I'm making this house is because I am running like abysmally low on storage space in my old house over there. So I really need like a lot of storage. So while I'm building this house, I might as well tell you guys about the plans for this world that I have been thinking about for the past few weeks while I've been developing this world. This is the March video for you guys, but I'm still recording in December. It's good to have a backlog in case stuff comes up and I just don't want to record for a solid like 3 or 4 months. So the next step in our world is going to be, after building this house, I really want to start building out this space in this direction, and I want to make this all farmland out in front of us. There's going to be a house, it's going to have farmer villagers, and I will be trading all of my crops for emeralds. I am not really a believer in a raid farm. I've made one before I have made raid farms before, or one raid farm before in an old survival world. And it worked pretty well, but it was a lot of work, and my understanding they're only going to be a lot harder to make now, because back then when you killed a pillager captain, it would give you the ominous effect like right away. But now when you kill a pillager captain, it'll just drop a potion, and you have to drink it manually, so it's a lot harder to automate raid farms. All the words I just used, those might not make very much sense if you don't know the mechanics I'm talking about. So that will be step one. Huge farmland out here. And that's today's project. This is all going to be big farm. There's probably going to be a house somewhere out here that's going to contain a bunch of farmer villagers. That's where they're going to live. And the last thing we're going to do today is defeat the Ender Dragon. I might even go netherite mining off camera. I haven't decided on that yet. But we're doing all of this villager trading because I need a whole bunch of mending books so I can make all of my armor have mending. And tools, of course. But I mean, a lot of them are already, this one's more than halfway broken already. And there's no way to repair them without just putting diamonds into them, which I would rather not do. I'd rather just put mending on them and get the XP and be all dandy. But long term, what is my goal? Well, a Minecraft Forever world, it's really hard. I'm not going to lie to you. It's really hard to keep a Minecraft Forever world going forever. So my goal will be to look at all of the game mechanics in the game and use them to the best of my ability, to their fullest. So minecart rails, I might try to have a rail system go all the way around my world, like a fully organized, thought-out railway system. In fact, I have a train friend that's been in some of my prior videos. His name is Sean, and I suspect he would want to he'd want to help with that. At some point, I will probably want to make an aquarium where I get a whole bunch of fish and I try to go for the blue axolotl. Maybe in the background I chip away at a netherite beacon. But there's also plenty of room for creativity and theming. So one of the things I want to do is I want to have a district for automated farms, and I want to put that district in the desert, maybe even in a Badlands biome. And all of the automated farms are going to be built around this factory aesthetic. You know, big giant factories pumping out a whole bunch of smoke and steam and gunk and sludge and everything the Lorax tells us not to do.
I speak for the trees. Let them grow. Let them grow.
We're going to be ruining the environment, and I think the desert the desert fits itself well for that kind of thing. I also know that eventually I'm going to want to have a trade village. I know a lot of people like trading halls, but I've actually thought it would be a lot more fun to make a village out of them, like have, you know, they'd still be stuck in their little pods, but instead of just one big long hall with all the villagers you want to trade with, you'd have to like walk through the village and find the library house, or find the cartography building, or the, you know, this or that. And of course I'll be experimenting with that over time, so, you know, these are all hypothetical plans. I mean, ultimately, what is the goal of a Minecraft world, right? To have fun, to express yourself. What is a game mechanic that you like? Use it. Have fun with it. Make redstone. Make big worlds. You know, if you like building cities, then build a city. I'm going to cover up the terrain back here. It looks kind of ugly. So, in terms of this house, I kind of want to divide each area into different rooms. And I intend on utilizing copper golems for item sorting. So I think my idea is fairly simple. I want to designate areas for certain types of blocks. So you've got your minerals and rocks, you've got your plants, you've got your food, you've got your wood. It'll be up to me to dump the appropriate categories into the copper chests. But essentially, I want to have little segments, maybe 4 blocks, 5 blocks wide, of these areas. For those of you that don't know, the way copper golems sort is that I think they have up to 10 chests that they will search in the vicinity. They will take an item out of a copper chest, look for the correct chest to put it into. So I'll have these little robotic guys walking around my house sorting all my stuff for me, which I think would be really funny, honestly. Yeah, I'm starting to realize this might have been too big of a room. Oh well. In case the wood does not reveal it, I intend for this house to be stylistically the same as my starter house, because, you know, it was a happy little coincidence, but honestly, I kind of like it. It's a cute little building. I will say, once I find a desert to build all of those farms I was talking about and all those automated farms, I will tear this down because it looks terribly ugly. I don't really want it plaguing the view of the world around here. In case it isn't clear through the fact that this is what my house looks like, I am not a super complicated villager. Villager? Sorry, I saw the zombie villager and I was like, oh, a villager. I am not a very complicated builder. I'm not a hyper-detailed builder, but I'm sort of like the modern evolution of a 2014 Minecraft builder. So the basement's going to be where I have my enchanting area and my portal room. I'm also probably going to put the furnaces down there. And there's going to be an entrance to a mine, which I will maybe link to that one, maybe not, I don't know. I'm going to hope this is tall enough relative to the scale that I wanted to do. Let's see, one more. I think it probably will be. I'm really starting to realize that I definitely made this house bigger than it needed to be. I'm going to take a moment and just cover up this final little corner here to the cave. Completely block it off from the open world. No one needs to know it ever existed. And now you can't tell. Part of why I like the structure going around the side is it levels out back here, so you actually have a way to just exit out and, you know, whatever's back here. Probably I'll put animal farms back there. This house building segment is sponsored by Feather Falling. And that is clearly too high. How tall did I make those? I thought they were 8. Maybe they're just 6. Alright, that's the house so far. I mean, honestly, yeah, I like it. I think the issue is that it's a little too deep for what I had intended, but I don't think it's going to look too bad. In fact, I think there's some tricks I can do on the roof to kind of make it not look as bad. Still deciding whether or not I want to do a big glass frame right here. I mean, there's definitely going to be some form of glass here, but I'm wondering whether or not to just fill it straight with glass. So, a while back, I'd made a world with one of my friends, and I developed this window design that I really liked, and I want to utilize it here. It's very simple. You put the stripped oak logs next to it, next to the plank variant, like that. So it almost creates the illusion of depth. To me, it looks like it's almost popped out a little bit, and that's when you put the panes in there. And to me, that looks really good. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 along. Let me see if I can increment it here. I think I'm going to want doors to get outside, and there's obviously going to be some back here. I don't think I need side doors, actually. Or, honestly, if I do, I can just put them here. Honestly, that might work. Going straight through here. I'll save that for later, though. I will say it is almost blindingly white, so we will definitely need to neutralize it with softer colors on the inside. I think I also want windows down here just to make it a little less boring. I'm definitely gonna have leave, like head trims along here. It could be really simple. It could just be that. Is there any like texturally interesting blocks other than like cobblestone? I might just leave it like that for now and do the same thing over here. Switch it up if inspiration strikes. Alright, I'm thinking I'm going to do a slope kind of like that on the roof. On that side. And then for here, it's just going to be a regular triangular shape. 45-degree angle. Okay, maybe it isn't too big. I honestly kind of like how it's turning out. I can shorten it, though, I think. I'm probably going to shorten that. Even if it's just by like 2 or 3 blocks. Now, one thing I want to do... Well, there's a few things we need to go gather. Well, the first thing we need to do is kill this creeper. And this creeper as well. I really want to get the azalea leaves for the trim around the house. And I use something very ethical called chunk base to find a lush cave very close by. It's going to be a good opportunity for me to just gather a whole bunch of lush cave materials, which I might want at some point in the future. Alright, moss blocks, perfect. Yep, this is exactly what I needed. Just a tiny segment of a lush cave, it's all I needed. As one of those people that's not very good at developing terrain, I love moss blocks. I find them very useful. Can I collect these guys without a silk touch? Yes. Okay. Sorry to throw away the cobblestone. Actually, I might need that to go back up. Alright. I'm gonna do another cursed feeling thing and throw away leather. But I'm pretty sure I have plenty of it at home, so... I'm gathering all this drip leaf because I don't believe... I could be wrong, but I don't believe that you can actually bone meal moss to give you drip leaf. I'm pretty sure it just doesn't do that, so... Yeah, I'm running out of things to throw away. Whoa! Dude, I am 100 blocks from the surface. How'd that happen? Although, if I can get back up to the surface quickly enough, there's probably going to be cool stuff spawning up there. So I'm going to go... There's probably going to be skeleton horse stuff spawning up there. You know, since the Mounts of Mayhem update came out, like, I stayed up like 2 nights in a row and I did not see any zombie horses. I don't think they need special circumstances to spawn. At least I didn't think they did. I thought they just could, like, spawn like regular mobs at night. See, there's another lightning strike when it's, you know, I'm 100 blocks deep underground, so I shouldn't really be able to hear that Minecraft, now should I? Alright, time to grab my horsey, wherever I left him. This is incredibly atmospheric, though, I'll say that much. Wow. Right here. Did it burn a... Oh no, that's just the... Well, did it? Or is that part of the vines? I don't know. Time to find my horsey. Pretty sure I left him, like, right over here. Like, literally, yeah, like, literally, like, yeah, right here. Hello, buddy. Alright, I'm going to push you out so I can fill back in the hole. Alright, let's go home. Why is it taking so long to mine this block? Yo. What are the chances I get struck by lightning? Did that lightning just break that sugar cane? Or did I break that sugar cane many years ago and forget to pick it up? I think part of why it's doing that is because I'm on a lower render distance right now, because it gets a lot laggier while I'm recording if I'm on a higher render distance. So I think it just summons lightning strikes just closer to me because my render distance is low. So it only does it within my render distance. One thing I think would be cool is if Minecraft added like a delay. Like if you saw the sky flash and then a second later the sound thunder hitting the ground. Yeah, I've really been waiting on a zombie horse to spawn somewhere around here, but it hasn't happened yet. Actually, I put a lightning rod up here a while back. I think it needs to be cleaned off, but I'm pretty sure if it's completely clean, it has a higher chance of getting struck. I really want it to happen, but the other thing is that it'll just like stop thundering and suddenly just go back to regular raining at any point. You won't really know until it's been a few minutes. And I'm starting to think that maybe that has happened. Okay, I think the thundering ended. I've just sat here for like 2 minutes and it... Oh! Oh! Awesome. I'm not going to use exclusively flowering azalea leaves around here, but I'm going to use like a high density of them. Something like that. That'll look nice. There we go. Beautiful. And because I have the spare flowering ones, I'm going to put them in as high a density as I can. I have evenly distributed to the best of my capabilities the rest of the glass. We're still going to need more than what I have, but that should be most of it, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to need more, but not too much more, hopefully. Also going to make a whole bunch of fences just to go around the side. I'm also going to drop this meat so that it perishes because I don't need it. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Booyah. Wait. No, wait, there's not enough on that side. No! Alright, I'm gonna hope that that is an appropriate amount of cherry stuff to get this roof done. I'm probably gonna need more, but we'll find out. I will say I do like the color scheme a lot, though. Just looking at it from down here, it's nice. I feel like the pink works better than it has any right to. Alright, all we have left to do is this, and I must be honest, this has been a much smoother process than I expected, and for that I am very grateful. Alright, I'm definitely gonna need more stairs. I'm down to my last 43. And this isn't gonna cut it, at least for the outside. Definitely not on the inside. Get a look at that, though. That's a nice front view. It uses a lot of, I guess, softer colors, which I think is... It all kind of works together very nicely. Alright, we will create a nice little staircase, just so that when we get to the very top, we have room before we, just walk straight out through the back door. But if I do just want to go straight out, I can just do that. There we go. Yeah, this looks nice. Go in here, we've got a big open floor plan. I'm thinking now about where I want my bed. Honestly, I might just have a little bed corner nook thing right here. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let me build in peace. Alright, here we go. Doors. Doors. Leave me alone. Doors. Why are you in here? So I guess the last thing to do is move my bed over and my chests and, you know, all the stuff I use to live in. I think I want to light up my house using lanterns primarily. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I forget exactly. I think it's just torches with iron ingots. I think I'm just going to do storage in here. Yeah. We'll have segments of chests, I think 4 or 5. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 or 5. We'll put copper chests in each of those areas so that the copper golem that lives there can sort for me. Alright, so the internet tells me copper golems check 10 chests. And what that means is that we will be creating 9 chest segments because a 10th chest would just look kind of weird. So I'll put a copper chest here, here, one here to go into this area, and what I say here and here, so it'd be like that and that. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Might actually need to go mine some copper because I don't think I have enough. That's funny. Guarantee you this will be enough. I need 45. And I already have a stack, so yeah. Alright, I did some looking. Apparently copper golems can only check up to 2 blocks high, which means we need to redesign this a little bit. The good news is that what that theoretically means is we can probably do a second layer. In fact, we probably will. And actually, that also means... You know what? Yeah, let's redesign this. So, I think they can do 10. Which means if we put a split right here down the middle, that's 1, 2, and then we can do 2 more up there for 3, 4. Alright. So that'll be our little storage system, and now we need to figure out what each side needs to be. So... Ha! Hi, buddy. I haven't put anything in here yet, you idiot. I need him to not be here. I need him to... yeah. Let's do that. Can I reach that chest? I can reach that chest just fine. Although, honestly... I might want to just... Let's extend this platform out a little bit. That way they've got a little more room to walk up there. Nope, come back, buddy. This is exactly why I need to... why I'm gonna need these leads, just to keep you from running away. Alright, I put gunpowder in this chest. Let's see if he removes it. Okay, maybe he needs me to remove this piece. I feel like... Oh, yep, see, he did it immediately as soon as I moved that piece. He has pulled out the gunpowder. Now, what we need to do is make sure... Did you just put it there? That's not where the... Buddy. No, there's gunpowder in here, right? He's just... That's not where the gunpowder goes. No, come back, come back. Alright, he's gonna be stuck there. We're gonna put one... here. No, how did you already fall? You idiot. Come this way. You clanker. Could you be any stupider? Alright, these guys are clearly gonna fall from their enclosures a lot, so... I'm just gonna... Do I have any cherry wood left? I don't know if I do. I think if I just do that... Like, what are the chances they're gonna leave, right? And I'll tie them right there. Alright, there's a slab there. So you can still open it, so don't give me attitude about that, little bro. Alright, yeah, alright, these guys are... Oh, no, 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 come back. Stay here. How is this chest already oxidizing? This thing has existed for like 10 minutes. I'm gonna go mob drops, crops, and valuables. So this is going to be armor, tools, plenty of gold and iron, diamonds, enchantment books. Plenty of crops, plenty of mob drops. And then down here, wood. Then here, we're going to put rock, rocks, and earth. Up there, we're also going to put rocks and earth. Because I feel like you get a lot more of this stuff than you do this stuff. So, that means I can finally start just dumping stuff into proper chests. So, I am going to do that now. I'll be back. Alright, Internet. I had to make a few changes to the storage system down here because these guys actually don't like to sort if they're tied to an outpost with a lead, so I kind of have to let them roam free. I guess Minecraft didn't want me keeping them as slaves, which is fine. It's kind of understandable that their game, which is meant to be safe for children, wouldn't have slavery in it. I'm gonna say these guys are working fairly well. I know he just had grass on him, and I think yeah, it looks like he's been putting it in the right spot. There's a whole bunch of wood, a whole bunch of rocks and earth. A lot less rock and earth up here, but if that area downstairs fills up, then I'll reutilize it. This is a whole bunch of stuff. We've got, like, valuables in here. Redstone, coal. These are all, like, building blocks, if that makes sense. These two are split between... Or, wait, no. It's these two, which wasn't... It's not on purpose. I didn't mean to put them all, like, this distance away from each other. I had the opportunity to clear out this chest, and actually, I'm gonna swap right now. These guys, I'm gonna be honest, they behave kind of weirdly, but it looks like he's going over there now. So let's see. What did he find? He found steak. I think the steak does go in here, right? No, it's in one of these chests. Yeah, steak goes in here, and they just dropped it. Same with the leather. It looks like they've already sorted the leather, so I didn't even see them put it in. Now for this wall, I'm thinking I'm gonna do, let me think. So we're gonna have 9 regular furnaces right here in the middle, which I think are more useful. And I'm thinking, see, I was looking at blast furnaces versus smokers, and it definitely looks like blast furnaces are more useful. I really hope these make furnaces. I think they do. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. Thinking I might put like a couch here or something to fill in the space. Just trying to remember what I left behind. It was the nether portal. I need to bring that over too. There we go. Get some flint and steel. Actually, I might use the fire charges that I got for bartering. There we go. That's 30. I don't like that it's uneven though, so I'm probably just gonna make a few more of these just to fill in the space properly. I need 3 more, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 leather. Alright, I think once I make the sugarcane and I put the bookshelves down and finish decorating that little area, I think I'm actually going to take a break from the house and start making all that farmland I was talking about. So I've actually divided my wood chests up in, not by, like, wood variant, but by, like, type of block. And I'm only doing that because I don't have enough of certain wood variants for it to really matter. Alright, finish it off, put that in the corner. There we go. Alright, so this looks clean now. Obviously, it's very under-decorated in here. I'm going to decorate it more. But, honestly, I've really wanted to just get going on creating a huge land of just farm all out here. So, that's what I'm going to do next. Because this is my world, and I do what I want, when I want, how I want. Bye-bye. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I am back, and I've actually done some work off camera because this world is for me to have fun and not for me to document every last second of it, and I didn't really feel like recording while doing all this. So, I have built a little windmill, and inside the little windmill, alongside all of this farmland, inside of this little windmill, there are 6 villagers, 3 of which trade emeralds for potatoes, 3 of which trade emeralds for carrots. So my intention is to have alternating rows of carrots and potatoes, and you can see I have plenty of carrots. Still waiting on these potatoes to grow. I'll harvest them, and then I'll have enough to, you know, do all the other crops. But these are all my villagers. We got potatoes on this side. We got carrots on this side. And my mending villager is still back at that village over there. And I have all of the mending books I need, and I just realized that these are about to break, so that's a really good thing. I have all of the mending books I need to fix up all of my armor, and the tools that don't already have mending. So, we're going to apply all of that now, and then my armor will be done. Except for, of course, netherite, but that'll come later. Oh yeah, the other thing, you might realize the windmill had a lot of spruce wood in it. I went to one of those mega spruce forests, like right near my spawn, actually. Oh look, an opportunity for another zombie horse. Don't have a saddle on me. Do I have lead on me? No. Okay, well then I'm not going to deal with it. At least I hadn't planned on it, although I think I'm being forced to. Well, I've got a few options. I can go to the nether. I can go to the nether and try to get ender pearls from trading, which seems like a decent choice. I could also kill endermen in the nether. I could continue running around outside right now, although it's about to turn to day. Or, my favorite option, although it is the riskiest, which is we just go to the stronghold and see if we find pearls there. I'm going to go straight there. I'm going to bring my horsey, actually. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Pearls, see, the reason why I'm making this choice, partly because I know pearls will spawn in the chests down there. So I'm kind of half relying on that luck. And also because, you know, there's only a 20% chance that these Eyes of Ender break. So as long as I'm conservative while throwing them, I shouldn't lose any. Or maybe one, but probably no more than that. I guess my point is it's super risky what I'm doing, but I'm stupid, so yeah. Alright, Pearl, show me the way. This is the way? Well, okay, see, that's my luck. That one just broke right there. 20% chance. You know, it is saying to go straight this way, and I know there's a village over here. And that certainly has me, curious. Is it basically a straight line from that direction? Yeah, pretty much. What do you think the chances are that this is the end village? Yeah, it's clearly turning. Like, it's a little sharper than it was before. Which way does it go? Oh, it keeps going this way? Okay, never mind. And I just lost another pearl. Great. Wonderful. Alright, we're just gonna keep going in this direction for a while. Whee! Yep, still this way. Wow, my luck has been terrible. I've thrown 4 Eyes of Ender, and 3 of them have broke. Oh. I don't know about you guys, but this seems pretty promising. Oh, here we are. Alright. We've found it. Fine. Have we been here before? I don't think we have been. No, we definitely haven't been. Alright, come on. Give me good luck. Give me good luck. Okay, only 1 eye. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna figure this out. Perfecto. Alright, let's leave all these valuable items behind. Perfect. Just in case, you know, something goes catastrophically wrong. I like to say things like that, just in case something does catastrophically go wrong, and I can just link back to it. There we go. Okay. 9 pearls. That's plenty for me. No need to be greedy about it. Although, while I'm here, I'm going to get 1 more. Okay, 9 pearls. That's plenty for me. No need to be greedy about it, like I literally just said. Alright, guys, here we go. We're actually going to go defeat the dragon. So yeah, for future reference, guys, don't do what I did and not bring, like, anything, because you're going to need stuff. Actually, there's one other thing I want to do. I want to grab the chests from the library, because that means I get to make shulker boxes. Alright, I grabbed 2 chests, and that will let me make shulker boxes when I go to the outer end islands. It's only March. Well, for you guys. For me, it's still December. And we're already going to the end. Bye-bye. Alright, here we are. Wait, I did bring everything, right? No, I forgot my crafting table. Actually, that's okay. I'll just go through the portal. And since my spawn is, like, right there. Yeah, I'll be okay. I have not soloed the Ender Dragon in a long time, so this should be fun. The lighting is so great out here with vibrant visuals, I gotta say. What is this? Why is it like spurring lights right now? It's probably not going to matter that I'm hitting it right now, but I did just get it down like a quarter of its health. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go up here. And we're gonna try to aim like... Boom. Will that land right? No, that was an overshoot. Even that was an overshoot. Yep. We're just gonna go straight up, because I think it moves forward a little bit, even if you just shoot straight up. No, maybe not. No. No, let me out, let me out. See, I'm lazy, so I don't really feel like climbing these towers. That, and I don't feel like getting knocked off by the Ender Dragon, so... Alright, instead of trying to go straight up, we're just gonna do that. Oh, yeah. No! Oh, no! Oh! Uh-oh. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Where'd the Enderman go? Come back. Alright, we're gonna go up here then instead. Oh no, that was an overshoot. That was a big overshoot. How do we do that? Don't play with ender pearls, kids. They're dangerous things. Okay. Alright, we did one. We did one. Alright, she's perched. That means we can get over here safely. No. No. Do I get to just be here? Can I do it from here? Oh, okay. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Wow, I've got great aim. I mean, the people that use the toilet after me might disagree, but... How many more do I got? Just 2? Alright, if I go like right here, and I go straight up, it should just go forward slightly, and then land me right where I want to be. Nope, okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to either climb or move very far back and shoot it. I'm not gonna lie, I get very nervous being this far away. Like right near the edge. Yeah, I'm not dealing with this. Come back. There we go. Alright, one more to go. It's right there. Did I get it? I think I did. Yeah, come back here, mister. Or Mrs. Alright, here we go, everyone. We're here. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, come here. Come here. Yeah, weak. Weak! Oh, that was faster than I expected. Oh, yeah. Alright, here we go. It's kind of lame to hold anything with mending on it, because I don't want it to all, like, all the XP to be used up on regen. Whew! There's my escape portal. Alright, let me come right back through here. Alright, what do I leave behind? My crafting table? Boom. Alright, let me jump right back in. And right back out there. Whee! Oh, and I can't forget this. Where'd it go? One of a kind. Fun fact, I have a world where I legitimately obtained a second one of these because... Well, you used to be able to. Every time you regenerated the dragon, you'd get a new egg, but they got rid of that. Which I think, you know, it makes this a little more special. This is the only dragon egg in the entire world. So, now I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Before this video ends, I want to say that next month's episode will not release on April 1st because I don't want anyone to think it's an April Fool's joke. It's just going to be a regular video, so it's going to come out on April 2nd. And that will be a trend for the foreseeable future, I believe. Also because, you know, sometimes it's fun to post April Fool's videos. No guarantees on whether or not I will, but So yeah, I'm gonna literally just keep recording right now, but this is the end of this episode, and next episode, which will be 5 seconds from now, I'm heading through that portal. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next month.